Okay, so let's start with the first movement. You're going to come with your feet together and you're going to move out to the right. And as you do that, you're going to put your hands on your chest in a diamond shape like this. And you're going to push out and bring your head back as you do it. And then you're going to twist your hands and end up in this position. So here to here. And when you do this, you make a hissing noise. So it's like, and then from here, you're going to go to a diamond, put your thumbs at your belly button, and bend down like this. Look up, put your right hand in your mouth, and then you're going to blow out as you throw it down, like you're getting rid of it. So, and you're going to come across and kind of lean your body from bottom left to top right. And when you get to here, you're going to make a ball on your way back down. And then with this hand, you're going to bring it into this position. And so it'll be like this to here, and you're going to cup it. And you're going to rest your head on your hands like it's a pillow, and you're going to make a shh noise like you're sleeping. And this is here for just a second, and then you rotate your head, and as you do that, you open up your hands kind of like a clam. So it's shh. And then you're going to make kind of like a K noise, but it's like the breathy part after the K, if that makes sense. I like to think of the scene where Hap shows Zoe the rings of Saturn, and it's kind of that noise that comes from the rings of Saturn. So it's shh, and then so shh, and you're going to come across your body from the left to the right, and you're going to stay crouched down, but you're going to keep your head here, so it's shh. And then from here, you're going to close your fingers like a Venus flytrap and like throw your hand down, and then you're going to bring it center. And as you do that, you have to make, you have to blow out, so it's like, and then here you're going to throw your right hand out and then your left hand, and you're going to make kind of a hissing noise, like a snake, I guess. So it's like, so, and make sure you look at your hands each time, and you're just going to put them out like this, and then you're going to bring your hands together like this, and you're going to stay in this position just for a split second, and then you're going to rotate your hands around your face until you get to this diamond shape again, and you're going to kind of raise your head and then push out as you do that. And you have to make this really kind of like breathy, choking noise as you do it, like you're suffocating. So it's here, and then you go, or gasping really, really deeply, just. And then from here, you're going to kind of rotate your hands into this position, like you're accepting an offering. And then from here, you're going to curl your fingers in and bring your thumbs together and then bring them back out like this. But when you do that, first time you're going to lean out, and you're going to lean back, and then you're going to just come straight forward. And when you do this, when you go from this to this, you're going to exhale, like, and then you bring them and you go, and you do this for about a second, and then you have to like lean into it and bring your hands back at the same time. But you're going to take your right foot and you're going to step forward, and you're going to keep your left foot planted. And you don't have to take a big step, just enough that you can move forward, and let them bounce off your chest and straight out. And then just step back to this position. Make sure your feet are about shoulder width apart. And next, you're going to bring your hands together like this, and you want to make sure that you're making a V and that it's straight, just like this. And you're going to kind of crouch down a little bit, and then move up to here. But from here, you have to make that same kind of hissing noise, the and then here, Homer describes it like his fingers are breaking and his fingers open up. So you're going to kind of start like peeling your fingers back, but you don't want them to curve too much. You want your wrists to kind of go with it. And as you're doing this, you're going to breathe out and kind of like look up as you're doing it. So it's going to be and then you're about here, and then you're going to kind of fall to your left, and you're going to throw your right hand down, and your left hand's going to follow and cross over, and you're just going to kind of put them on your knees. So from here to here, And you have to make a sh noise with that as well. So this one is tss, tss, and then it's sh, sh. And then once you're here, you're going to do that same McDonald's arches again, but instead of being fully upright, you're going to kind of be down just a little bit this time. And you're going to hold this just for a second, and then you're going to rotate your head up, but you have to make your hands follow and trace your face while you're doing it. So it's shh, shh. Kind of like this, so that you're in this position, kind of like a lizard, I guess. And when you do that, you have to make a hissing noise again, but it's a little different. So it's kind of like a cat would, and you just kind of look up as you do it, and then from here you bring your hands down into a circle, kind of like you're holding a coconut or something, and you hold the coconut. So it's, and then you pull it apart once, and then you just let it drift. And while you're doing this, you have to make a, you go to, and just let them drift slowly up to your sides. Okay, so next, you're going to bring your hands straight up like this, and then you're going to bring them to the square. You're going to put your left hand behind your head and your right hand on your lower back, like this. And then you're going to pull with your left hand, and as you do that, you're going to rotate your head and your body, and you're going to kind of look up. So you're like this. So there's also sounds that go with this, and they kind of look funny, but you're here, and then you go, it's kind of like the Darth Vader, like, and then from here, you're going to rotate your body down, keep your feet planted, but you're going to move this hand on your head straight to your chest where your heart is. And this hand is going to go flying around like you're swimming. And so it's here, and you're going to rotate your body around as you bring your hand, in a circle. And then when you get here, you're going to grab kind of the bottom part of your thigh by your knee, and you're going to pop up pretty much right away. And all the while, just keep your hand kind of on the back of your leg here. And you just, so you're here, you rotate down, up, and then you're going to let this hand drift away. And as you do that, you're going to kind of sink down. And then when you bring it back, you're going to kind of rise up again, ever so slightly. So it's here. Make sure you keep your hand here during this part. It goes out, and you look at your hand, and you kind of follow it and go down. And when it gets just about this far, then you come up and you grab your wrist right about here, and you bring it back to you, just straight back to your chest. And when it gets to here, you're going to keep looking at it as it's coming back. And you're going to hold it as soon as it makes contact with your chest. And you're going to kind of lift your right foot. And you're going to look up. And you're going to throw this hand back. And you're going to flutter away. So we were here to here, round, down, catch it, look at it, and then look up and bring your foot up and sail away, or fly away like a bird. And then from here, you're going to bring this hand up and this hand down. You're going to be here and go like this, and you're going to put your foot down again. So here to here. You're still facing this direction. And then you're going to take your hand and you're going to rotate it into a ball. Rotate it into a ball. And you're going to rotate your body and your hand up. So it's here into a ball like this. And when you're here, you're going to make another like noise. And then you're going to hit yourself in the chest and crouch over. And then you're going to look straight up, and your body's still going to be kind of down like this. And then we're going to proceed into the next part. I'm going to break this up into 8 sections so it's easier to remember that way. So we're here, and we go here, look up, and then there's 8 steps, and they go like this. They go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, yeah, we're here. You're gonna stay crouched down and look up, and then you're gonna stand up straight, and you're gonna bring your hands from this position where you hit yourself in the stomach into this diamond again. That's step 1. So 1, you're gonna rotate it up. That's gonna be step 2. Step 3 is you're gonna cross them in front of each other and bring your elbows together, and they're gonna kind of be resting right here. And you're standing up straight for this part, and then when it gets here, you kind of lean back a little bit naturally because your arms are being put together. And then from here, step 4 is just to bring them out. And you're gonna put your head back and breathe in again. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. And then step 5, what you're gonna do is you're gonna take your hands, and they're basically just gonna move from this to this position as you bring them back. And you're gonna rest on your forehead like this, kind of covering your eyes. But it's just gonna go from here to here. So they're still kind of crossed down, and it's your thumbs are still up, and that's step 5. Step 6 is bring your thumbs down to your lips, the size of your mouth. Step 7 is you're going to kind of fan your fingers out like this. Just trace around your face. And then when you get to step 8, you're going to bring this hand into like a ball, and this hand is going to clasp it. So it's 7, and then you're going to bring your hands down for step 8, just like this. And you don't have to crouch down, but you bring it down and you look down at it like this. So again, we went from here to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So again, that's okay. So from this step, what you're going to do next is you're going to keep in this position. You're going to bring your hands up to your chin, and you're going to look up. And while you do that, you're going to stand on your tippy-toes for a second. And while you do that, you have to inhale, like you're holding your breath, and then you kind of puff your cheeks. If you think about when Hap was putting the captives in the little tank where he was drowning them, think about that. So it's here to when you're on your tippy toes, and then you can just kind of sink down a little bit, but keep holding your breath and keep your cheeks just barely puffed. So 7, 8, and you're gonna rest your feet down again, and then from here you're gonna bring this hand down to your hip, and you're gonna take this hand and like throw it down, and this right foot is going to rotate out. So here to here. And this part feels kind of sassy because it was Renata's movement, you know. So you're here, and you're going to like swing it back, and you're going to kind of rotate your chest with it as you go across. And then you're going to put your feet together, and from here, put your feet together, and these hands are just going to make the arches again, and you're just going to go straight down like this. So we were here. So now we're in this position. Make sure that you rotate your foot out and then bring your heels together like this, and kind of have like a diamond with your legs, and look, crouch over. And then from here, we're going to kind of like look up. And after we look up, you're going to throw your hands across one another. So take your left hand and throw it across your right. And as you do that, you're going to exhale. But while we're looking up, you're going to inhale again, like that really breathy gasp that we did at the beginning. And so it's like, and you're going to look up, and then as soon as you're ready to release, you throw your wrists and you let out that air. You go. And then from here, you're going to take this hand, and it's going to go on your back like this, and this hand's gonna go on your stomach, and you're gonna just like impale yourself twice. But you have to like lunge backwards as you do it. And so your whole body kind of has to experience it. So it's, you do that twice and you go backwards a little bit. And then from here, you're gonna stand up straight, but we're gonna bring this right foot back to this position. This hand, it's your left hand, you're gonna bring like this to your face. And your right hand is gonna make kind of this right here. And you're gonna go across to like your cheeks. And so we're here, bring your foot up, hands up, and you're gonna keep your fingers together right here for just a second. And then we're gonna take a step forward, just gently. And when you're doing that, then you're gonna spread your fingers into the V like this. So it's step forward, bring them together again. And then you're gonna come down, but while you're doing it, you're gonna like gouge your eyes out, kind of like Katoon did with Nina when she was a little girl. So just go across your eyes, and you're gonna close them at this point as you're pulling them out. And just bring your hand down till it's behind this hand. And then when it's there, bring them down together and bring them down to your chest and like look up, and when you do that, you inhale a fresh breath of air. So it's here, here. And then you just hold it here. So yeah, that's the movements. We'll go through it one more time just to explain it all again. So start out here. You're gonna go to the right, diamond out, around, and diamond, up, blow out, up, and then go to sleep, and then